What's up YouTube, this is Heartless and I am back with another video, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about gaming, about this Assassin's Creed. Alright, but before I start off on today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about something. Lately, I know I haven't been on YouTube for a while, and there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes and everything, whatever the case may be, but I've been real busy, and I know I haven't been real consistent with the videos, but I'm trying my best to try to get as much content as I possibly can about my opinions and views, and I appreciate the support I'm getting from a lot of you guys. I appreciate a lot of the comments that I'm getting and the likes that I'm receiving off my videos, and I'm very fortunate to have you guys back me up, and I'm now at 110 subs, and that for me is a huge accomplishment, and thanks again. I try to keep this channel drama free. I try not to to beef with nobody because there is a lot of that going on. I'm just in my own lane, in my own circle, just sticking to myself and just, you know what I'm saying, just learn the rules and the ropes and trying to keep it professional on this side of town. But anyway, I'm going to talk to you guys about this Assassin's Creed Origins. Director says the game will not be on the Nintendo Switch. Good gosh. Now, we can't say we didn't see this coming. I mean, at the end of the day, graphically, we know this was a graphically demanding game, and we know how Nintendo operates as far as, you know, just pushing stuff out and not accepting any help from third party. And this is no news for us. I mean, we pretty much seen this coming. It's pretty unfortunate because I got some friends out in the service that actually have the Nintendo Switch and actually likes it. You know, I mean, he can't have his Xbox, obviously, because he's away out of overseas and stuff like that. But he's able to, you know, game on his Switch on the go. And it's very unfortunate that he won't be able to enjoy Assassin's Creed because, again, they will not be supporting it, and it's very unfortunate. But I remember I made a video a while ago about the Nintendo Smash Brothers possibly releasing in 2018. I still haven't found any updated news about that, but I really would love to see a Super Smash Brothers come out for the Nintendo Switch. I really feel like that franchise would revive that console, because right now that console is not, I don't want to say it's in a slump, but it is just not. A lot of people prefer a platform of choice under the ordinary circumstances. Now, it can be different if someone was like on the go all the time and they just wanted to game, you know what I mean, and game with their friends, but that's kind of wireless, so, you know, whatever the case may be. But at the moment, it's just not, you know, it's just not booming for the gaming community. Well, most of the gaming community in North America. I'm trying to count the whole entire planet. But anyway, I also wanted to touch bases with a lot that's going on, that's circling about the Xbox One X not being able to perform at full native 4K with Killing Floor 2. Now, for those of you who've been following me recently and periodically, especially during my podcast, despite the technical difficulties I've always been having, I've been saying this for some time, periodically in my podcast, that I have been looking forward to how this console will perform on a first-person shooter. I've been saying this for a while, on a first-person shooter, as far as hitting 4K, native 4K at 60 or 30, you know, and like I've previously said, because I've highly doubted that it was going to hit 60 frames per second, obviously, because there's a lot of things going on at a fast pace when you're hitting, when you're playing a first-person shooter. Now, it looks like Killing Floor 2, unfortunately, which is an incredible, underrated game. Shout outs to Killing Floor 2, because that is a very awesome game, and it's very underrated, and it's crazy. But anyway, it's not going to be, they wasn't able to hit native 4K because they kept getting frame rate drops. Now, it's very unfortunate, but it's still at 1800p. It's one of those crazy resolutions that we never heard of before, but they pushed it up as high as possible to have a solid frame rate. In my opinion, that's cool with me. Like I always say, I'm not a graphics whore. I'm not one of those guys that gotta, oh man, I gotta get it. No, I'm not one of those guys. I'm just an average gamer that enjoys gaming. And for the developers to come out and say this, I'm actually glad that they was able to clarify what the situation or whatever the case may be, as far as what they couldn't produce at the moment as far as the system performance. Now, this raises eyebrows because it's basically sending a message to what's going to happen with Destiny 2. How's Call of Duty going to look? How's the next Battlefield is going to look? You get what I'm saying? You get where I'm going with this, right? We all knew that this console was going to hit native 4K 60 frames per second on a simulation driving game like Forza, because it's not too CPU heavy. It's just basically just driving and not too much going on in the background. We talking about a war going on in the background, bullets flying, explosions and stuff like that. It's hard to keep a steady frame rate, you know what I'm saying, as the resolutions get higher, higher, higher. Now, hear me out on this. I'm definitely looking forward to it still. I'm waiting on a pre-order still, and I'm definitely going to get these games for it still, regardless of what the resolution might be. And I wanted to clarify this because I don't want anyone to think, oh, I'm a graphics guy and this, that, and the third. When I made my last video with Crackdown, obviously I've gotten some type of flack for it, but at the end of the day, Crackdown 3 reminds me of a high definition version. I'm talking about literally a high definition version of Tony Hawk Pro Skater American Wasteland on a Nintendo DS. Yes, I will put the link in the description of what I'm talking about. The reason why I say that is because it has those cartoony graphics, and I'm not too much of a fan of that cartoon mess. And I mean, just because the game looks ugly in my eyes won't mean I won't play it. You know what I'm saying? I won't give it a shot. But I just felt that Crackdown graphically should have looked better than what it does, because of all the hype that it had behind it. All the hype and all the stuff that they said leading up to it. You know what I'm saying? If the game was actually coming out with those graphics, without all of that unnecessary hype, with the power of the cloud and all this other bullshit that they had going on at that time period, then it wouldn't get so much hate on it. Like, I'm not just speaking for me, but I'm speaking for, you know what I'm saying, in general. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like a lot of people is in their feelings at the moment right now because of not just of what I said, but what the game community said about how Crackdown looks graphically, you know? But at the end of the day, we are just speaking in response to all of the hype that's been going up towards it. Now take note, they've been hyping this damn game up, backed up with CGI footage, with completely different processing power from a supercomputer backstage. They've been hyping this game up since 2013. And for us to see this cartoon looking graphic, this high definition version of American Wasteland visuals, is a slap in the face. Again, if you're listening to me, understand what I'm saying. If the game would have came out without all of that hype and unnecessary hype and all that unnecessary bragging, it wouldn't be in a situation where it is right now. See, now they shot themselves in the foot because graphically the game looks like dog shit. Now, moving on. As far as Red Dead Redemption 2, I wanted to talk to you guys about Red Dead Redemption 2. Hopefully we get to see some gameplay at Gamescom 2017. Gamescom is coming up. It's not too far away. Hope to see at least, if not gameplay footage from the actual console and not CGI. Hopefully we get to see some more gaming photos. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Now, take note that this game has been pushed back all the way till spring 2018. Spring 2018. It's a marketing strategy, obviously, because the damn game is finished. They had more than enough time to actually push this game out, but that's just my 2 cents. Everybody knows I have a beef with Rockstar, and my beef with Rockstar is with their productivity. They take forever to release projects, and it sometimes is beneficial, but a lot of times it's very unnecessary. Anyway, a Red Dead Redemption 2 delay opens up a little bit of opportunity, EA says. Not only Ubisoft is satisfied that Rockstar decided to push back Red Dead Redemption 2, so they could actually get potential sales for Assassin's Creed. EA also is excited that the game is going to get pushed back because they got plans to release games as well. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I want to get my hands on Red Dead Redemption. I'm pretty sure the rest of you guys that's listening, want to get your hands on Red Dead Redemption 2 as well. So, hopefully, the game will come out on its deadline and not get pushed back to September. And for some reason, I have that feeling that's what they're going to do. They might just push it back to September and have a September launch in 2018. They might just pick the last month of spring. You know how that goes. But let's just see, and hopefully we get to get some more info on that. As far as Bully 2 by Rockstar, I didn't really find too much information on Bully 2, but it's still in development, but it's kept under wraps. I couldn't find any articles about it, but I found an article that did state that it's still in development, and Rockstar is keeping hush about it, obviously. In my opinion and my prediction, I kindly feel like Red Dead Redemption 2 will be released, and after Red Dead Redemption 2, it'll probably be like a 2-year gap, and then they might release Bully 2, and then another 2-year gap. Then that's when we'll see GTA 6 for the next generation consoles. That's my prediction. That's what I think. That's what they're going to do. Hopefully I'm right, or hopefully I'm wrong. I don't know. And hopefully I'm wrong so they can push these games out faster. But hopefully I'm right, and we get to see all the goodness Rockstar got cooked up for us. As always, I'm out of here. I'm glad I was able to have enough time to make this video. It was pretty much clutch with my busy work week. But I appreciate you guys listening. I appreciate you guys stopping by, even if it's negative comments. I appreciate the negative comments as well. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you took the time out and watched my video, and that means a lot. But anyway, this is Heartless over and out. Please don't hesitate to like and subscribe to my video if you want to know the best content ever. I try to keep this channel drama free. No beefs. No, none of that. None of that. I'm not doing that. This is grown men over here. But anyway, this is Heartless over and out. Peace.
Well, give it to me.